The Hague convicts former general. After 5-year trial, the UN War Crimes Tribunal convicted Bosnian Serb former General Ratko Mladic of genocide yesterday, sentencing him to life imprisonment. The International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia in The Hague convicted Mr Mladic, who was Chief of Staff of Bosnian Serb forces from 1992 until 1996, over the 3-year siege of Sarajevo and the Srebrenica massacre during the 199,295 war following the breakup of the socialist state. Presiding Judge Former read out the verdict after ordering Mr Mladic be removed for shouting, "This is all lies, this is a NATO court." The judge said that genocide, persecution, extermination, murder and the inhuman act of forcible transfer were committed in or around Srebrenica in 1995, when 8,000 men and boys were killed. And it ruled that Mr Mladic intended to carry out a deadly campaign of shelling and sniping in Sarajevo. He was cleared of one count of genocide. Mr Mladic's son Darko said, "I'm not surprised. The court was totally biased from the start." Prosecutor Srebrenica said the verdict of the court was not a condemnation of the Serbian people as a whole, adding Mladic's guilt is his and his alone. In the Serbian village of Sarajevo, where Mr Mladic was arrested in 2011 after a decade in hiding, locals dismissed the verdict as biased and said they did not recognize the court, which has almost exclusively prosecuted Serbs over war crimes despite atrocities being committed by all sides in the conflict. As supporters of Mr Mladic scuffled with Bosniaks demanding his jailing outside the court in the Netherlands, victims' family members in Sarajevo jumped for joy upon hearing the verdict. Bosnian Prime Minister Denis Zvizdic welcomed the conviction, saying it is of immense importance for the future of the Balkans as a deterrent to all those who dream of future wars and continue to stoke ethnic tensions. The court convicted former Bosnian Serb President Ratko Mladic last year for genocide and sentenced him to 40 years. He has appealed the ruling. Former Yugoslav and Serbian President Slobodan Milosevic died in his cell at The Hague in 2006 while on trial. Following his death, Mr Mladic's predecessor Carla Del Ponte hinted that the former president had poisoned himself in order to cheat justice. Related tags.